I dropped out of university when I was 19, moved to Hawaii and taught myself how to work online. Then I came to Costa Rica, invested in 32 acres of land, and helped build a mystery school. I make these videos to help you unlock your potential so you can live the life of your dreams. In this video, I'm going to explain how you can transmute your sexual energy to create the life of your dreams. So, I want to just give a little backstory about my own personal experience dealing with this. So, when I was in university, I came across, this was 5 years ago, I came across NOFAP online, basically the lifestyle where you stop watching porn and you start using your sexual energy to actually channel it into your dreams, to channel it into what you want to do in life. And I came across this in university, and at that time I was pretty much addicted to porn. Like, it was like something that was in my space, in my field, and I was watching it all the time. And I made that choice to stop doing that. I decided to get on the NoFap lifestyle, and I decided to give it a try to see what would happen. And my entire life radically changed, okay? By the end of university, after my first year, I ended up dropping out of university and I took a flight to Hawaii. I had no idea what I was gonna do with my life at all. I had no clue. I just knew that I would rather be in nature than be sitting in a classroom. And from that idea, I was like, all right, well, I gotta go somewhere where there's a lot of nature. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's take this time for myself and figure out what's going on. And so I went to Hawaii, and all this while, you know, I was transmuting my sexual energy and using it with my thoughts and my mind and my action to be like, okay, I wanna work online and I wanna live in the tropics. These are the two things I told myself for many, many years. And I ended up dropping out of university, like I said, and I only have $500 to my name. So I get on the flight and I go to Hawaii, and the plan was just to go there for 2 weeks, and just to pretty much just get an idea and then come back and then go back to my old job. I was working at Pet Values, like a pet food store, and like people would bring their pets in, right? And so when I got there, my entire life changed. Immediately after I got off the plane, I was just like, I took a deep breath and I was like, yo, it feels like I'm home. Like, it feels like I'm where I should be right now. I'm feeling really great. The energy, I can already feel it. It's much more in alignment with what I want to feel like and what I want to be around. And that 2 weeks ended up becoming an entire year that completely transformed the trajectory of where my life was headed in. I only had $500 in my pocket, but I was so focused and so disciplined, and I used my sexual energy to teach myself how to work online, to teach myself how to make music. And so this is basically the message I have for you today, is that NoFap and transmuting your sexual energy is one of the most powerful things you can do to live a more fulfilling life. So when I realized this and I really tapped into these secrets, I just my life completely changed. Like, everything became more beautiful. Every other day I was at the beach. You know, I was surrounded by nature. I was breathing in fresh air. I was eating organic fruits and veggies and drinking amazing water. And all of a sudden I just feel so revitalized, so much more alive than I ever have before. So I wanted to give you this backstory. It's like, from there, I ended up going to Mexico for a little while, and then I came over here to Costa Rica. I helped invest in 32 acres of land. I helped build a mystery school, including 2 houses, a greenhouse, installed solar panels, planted fruit trees, and I've been just working on my internal self the entire time. But I'll tell you that I would have never been able to get where I am today if I didn't make that decision back in university to start harnessing my sexual energy and to start directing it and focusing it into the life of my dreams, into my visions, into my projections for the future. If I didn't take the time to really put myself into action, I would not be where I am today. But that's the point. So I'm here today to help you figure out how you can do that too. So whether you're in a position right now where you're watching porn, or whether you're in a position right now where you just don't know how to manage your sexual energy, okay? You just, for whatever reason, it's really hard for you. Here's some tips that can help you along your journey. So the first tip is, you need to develop a new level of focus, and you really need to switch our priorities. Like, you have to remember, because like when these urges and these things come up in your life, like it's gonna try to basically get you to tilt and fall off balance, right? So you have to always have this focal point, this focusing point that will always bring you back to your center, that will remind you, like, this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want to live a more fulfilling life, right? So this is really, really key. When you start to harness your sexual energy, what's going to happen is you're going to have more potential. All right, you're going to start manifesting things quicker. Life is going to become more beautiful, more abundant, because sexual energy is creative energy. Okay, it's a life force. And as you begin to work with this life force, you realize it's a living thing. Like, it literally has the ability to create life. But life can be created in many different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical child. You know, it can be a physical child, but a child can be many different things. A child can be a car that you have to take care of. A child can be an entire farm that you have to take care of. A child can be an online business that you built up that you have to take care of, okay? So building things and creating projections into the future, planting seeds, right, with your sexual energy, with your just with your energy in general, is really how you bring about these changes in your life. So it's important to be focused, okay? Focus is what is always going to allow you, no matter how you feel, no matter what urge, no matter what comes, as long as you're focused and you're like, okay, this is what I need to do in order to transform my life. There's no excuses. There's no time to spend wasting my time, just wasting my sexual energy. Like, I need to cultivate this. I need to use this to create a more beautiful life for myself. Okay, so the first tip is to stay focused. The second tip is to be disciplined, okay? When your focus fails you, you know, when you're going through hard times and everything is dark and you're like, I lost my focus, I don't know, you know, I'm feeling really down right now, I'm depressed, whatever. We all go through different things. We get hit with different things on this pathway of life, right? But the key is that if you're disciplined, you can always go back to that. You know, you feel an urge or something, hop in a cold shower, go do some push-ups, go hit a punching bag, do whatever you got to do, right? Just get yourself into the mindset of excelling. Get yourself into the mindset of, this is what I need to do, so I'm going to do it. And as long as you're disciplined and as long as you follow through with your words, you can always rely upon that. Being disciplined builds a foundation for you that you can stand upon. So this is what I mean, like, when you're bored and you have nothing to do and you're not focused and you're not disciplined, then it can become very, very easy to just give in and to just waste your sexual energy, because it's like you don't have any direction that your life is headed in. But when you're busy and you have responsibilities and you have all these things in your life that are important that you have to take care of, that need your physical energy, like, it needs energy, like whether it's, you know, like I said, like an online business, or whether it's like literally like you have to go do these chores in your house to keep it clean, whatever it is, like, you need to save that energy to do those tasks, because after all that's done, you still have more time and focus to grow and learn and develop. So that's the second key, the second tip. Stay disciplined. Really, like, build a structure for yourself, okay? Because there's always going to be chaos. This is how it goes. There's always going to be chaos in this world. It's like this is the yin and the yang, okay? Like, you build a structure, you get really super disciplined, you follow that structure to a T, all of a sudden one day, boom, some opportunity comes up, or hey, you can't do that today, you need to come do this other opportunity, this amazing thing that popped up, this chaos, this challenge, this adversity. All of a sudden you got a flat tire. All of a sudden you're having a hard time, okay? This is how it goes. But you can always, if you built a foundation of discipline, you're able to power yourself through those moments a lot easier. So this is the second tip, stay disciplined. The third tip is connection, okay? This is super key. The thing about sexual energy is that it's, like I said, it's really easy to waste it if you don't, like, have a motivation for what you're going to use it for, right? If you don't have some type of outlet, some type of conduit where you can actually channel it in, because that's what transmutation is all about. It's about taking something, like taking this primal force and using it to build the most amazing, beautiful thing ever. But if you don't have a vision, you don't have a focus, right? If you don't know where you want to put that energy, if you don't have a connection for that energy to flow into, then you're not going, like, it's not going to work, because you're just going to, there's no healthy cycle going on. Okay. So when managing your sexual energy, it's all about this cycle, this process of cycling. Okay. This cycling, this energy up and down and in and out, like the breath. And this is super, super key. If you want to actually manage your sexual energy, if you want to stop wasting it, you need to learn how to cycle it properly with your connections in life and with your immediate environment. Let me just switch hands here. Okay, so the key here is that in order to manage your sexual energy, in order to get to the next level and to get rid of your addictions, you have to be super focused, you got to be very disciplined, and then you have to have the connections that are going to drive you forward. Those things that you can actually put that energy into. Super, super key. Don't forget that. Now, with all that being said, there's really only one thing left to do at this point, and that's the work. And that's to show up for yourself every single day, to really make this happen, to make this work for you. Okay, I've been on this NOFAP lifestyle for over 5 years and I'm feeling amazing. Like I said, I'm living the life of my dreams right now with my tribe in Costa Rica. And I'm so grateful for my experience. I'm so happy that I found the solutions to the problems that I've been facing in my life. And see, that's another thing. Like, sexual energy will allow you to, because sexual energy comes from the source. It's that creative component, right? And that creative component is the soul. It's the soul force. And solutions are created from that. Okay, you understand? So when you encounter adversity, when you encounter challenges and problems in life, it's that soul force. Those solutions are what actually enable you to move beyond them. Okay, so this is really, really key. Have some focus, have some vision, have some discipline, know where your connections are, and be able to channel that energy. That's what transmutation is all about. It's about when you feel like, okay, like whatever you're feeling, you feel like a little bit more excited or whatever, it's time to go get to work. It's time to use that energy to channel it into something that's gonna build you become stronger, okay? Really, really key. So I hope you all enjoyed this video today. Let me know if you've joined this NoFap journey and if you, or how long you've been on it. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. Share the video with others, spread the word. And yeah, have a great day. If you wanna, work with me on a closer level and build a system of accountability, I offer personalized consultations. You can click the link in my bio. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. Aloha and pura vida. Keep expanding.